Kuala Lumpur has come up with an exciting plan to steer the growth into a world-class city of the future, one that is sustainable yet able to provide the best for all of its occupants and future generations. Hello, and welcome back to our channel Tech Nation. In today's video, we are going to talk about the future of Kuala Lumpur in 2040. With that out of the way, let's dive right in. Kuala Lumpur is one of the fastest growing cities in Southeast Asia. It remains the financial and economic center of Malaysia, as well as the cultural center and capital. Kuala Lumpur's vision in 2040 is to be the best city for everyone. It is based on the aspirations of citizens who desire a city of dynamic development while practicing equity and prosperity for all, sustainable and resilient. KLSP 2040 is a planning document that includes ideas, goals, policies, and recommendations to guide the development of Kuala Lumpur over the next 20 years. The first Kuala Lumpur structural plan was released in 1984, and the second was published in 2004 and is known as the Kuala Lumpur Structure Plan 2020. The city aims to strike a balance in urban planning. It will do so by integrating long-term land use with transport and infrastructure planning, providing affordable housing, job opportunities, public facilities, and entertainment to meet the needs of the people, such as improving the quality of the environment and urban space. Mayor Datuk Nur Hisham Ahmad Dahlan believes that the Kuala Lumpur Structural Plan 2040, which will oversee the strategic development of the city, can ensure the city's sustainability and prosperity for all of its people. We have undertaken the biggest study this year to provide the basis for this plan that will underline the development of Kuala Lumpur until 2040. We aim to make Kuala Lumpur a world-class smart and intelligent city by 2040. And the development of the city will be sustained by future generations to become the best in Malaysia, he said. Future planning and development of Kuala Lumpur require a transformation that is in line with the community's future aspirations for technological change, easy access to information, critical feedback and achievement, and a balanced quality of everyday life. The Kuala Lumpur community should also be more diverse, with a more inclusive and equal population profile for all groups and vulnerable groups that need to be strengthened, inclusiveness and equality. This transition is timely and must align with the current national and global planning directions, emphasizing partnership, inclusiveness, and equality. To achieve Kuala Lumpur's vision and growth goals, 71 actions will be transformed into an urban management plan and a spatial management plan. The plan translates into strategic direction and actions covering aspects of space availability, growth areas for future needs, and areas for biodiversity protection. The executive director of the town hall, Nurazizi Mokhtar, said that as part of the plan in the area of housing planning, the town hall took into account the needs of the new owners, young people, the elderly, and other households. We are looking at the long term, the next 20 years in the growth of our city. What is important is that we are taking into account the needs of every segment of society. At present, most of the amenities are located in the city center, such as facilities for those who are vision impaired. There are tactile aids in the pedestrian path to help them. We hope to extend these facilities to the fringes of the city as well, he added. Nurazizi said heavy industries will no longer be located in the city and might be better suited to be located in other cities. However, in Kuala Lumpur, we will focus on spaces for services industries as well as creative industries, both of which provide many employment opportunities for the people, he said. City Hall is currently seeking community feedback on the draft plan before it's released. Looking and understanding the Kuala Lumpur Structure Plan 2040 will give you a basic idea of what is planned ahead for the city. Kuala Lumpur is aiming for a carbon-neutral city by 2050. YB Dato Seri Dr. Shahidan Kasim, Federal Minister of Territories, delivered a keynote speech at the opening ceremony of last year's World-Class Sustainable Cities Conference. Dr. Shahidan Kasim of Dato Seri said that Malaysia's urban areas such as Kuala Lumpur contribute the majority of greenhouse gas emissions, with 80% of total emissions mainly from electricity and transport. Thus, Kuala Lumpur aims to reduce the intensity of greenhouse gas emissions by 70% by 2030 through the use of 10 action plans, 82 measures, and 245 programs to work toward a carbon-neutral city in Malaysia by 2050. The Climate Action Plan identifies a series of initial actions in strategic areas prioritized by Kuala Lumpur City Hall. Actions were developed based on assessments of existing policies and programs as well as consultations with key government agencies. Together, these priority actions are decisive steps towards a carbon-free and climate-resilient future for the city. Despite the city's existing and planned climate mitigation actions, global warming trends show that Kuala Lumpur has been witnessing the effects of climate change. 3 major climate hazards have been identified as the greatest threats to people living and working in cities: heat, flooding, and drought, and the growing risks and associated impacts of climate change. In addition, Kuala Lumpur City Hall and Mass Rapid Transit Corp (SDN BHD) signed a Memorandum of Understanding to make the federal capital a city for all by providing efficient and eco-friendly transportation. The MOU supports the strategic direction of the Kuala Lumpur 2040 Structural Plan through the implementation of the large-capacity 3-loop MRT3 project, scheduled for completion in 2030. Kuala Lumpur Mayor Datuk Seri Mahadi Che Nagad said DBKL will assist MRT Corp as a facilitator in, among other things, planning, licensing, and approvals, and construction to upgrade the work successfully implemented in the MRT3 project. DBKL does not want any problem which could hamper the MRT3 construction, and we hope that this project could be completed as scheduled, he said at a news conference after the signing of the MOU. Mahadi said the partnership will also indirectly encourage the use of public transport and reduce carbon emissions, in line with the long-term goal of making Kuala Lumpur a low-carbon city by 2050. He said that currently the rate of using public transport in Kuala Lumpur is very low, about 25%. Hence, we are giving full support to MRT Corp in this effort, which is in line with the DBKL's vision and plan, especially under the PSKL 2040 and Kuala Lumpur Local Plan 2040 or PTKL 2040. He added, Mad Zarif said the MRT3 project is important to achieve the PTKL 2040 goals. Meanwhile, time is running out for countries, especially in the global south, to act urgently to mitigate the climate crisis and its impacts, or risk facing deadly river floods as well as more frequent and severe droughts by 2050. New research has shown that if global warming continues unabated, 7.4 million people in the world's largest cities will experience severe river flooding over the next 3 decades. The C40 Cities study further reveals that damage to urban areas is expected to cost US $64 billion, or RM $281 billion annually by 2050, even with global levels of flood protection. Currently, Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia with a population of over 8 million, is on the watch list. The study notes that while cities around the world will be affected by sea level rise, people in the global south are 10 times more likely to be affected by floods and droughts than people in the global north. The city has developed into a dynamic hub for national, regional, and international markets. It has thrived due to a number of factors, including a highly skilled workforce, an efficient and competitive market, and a willingness to adopt new technologies. It will take time to transform Kuala Lumpur into a sustainable and livable city, but it is not impossible. With that, our video has come to an end here. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.